Hello everyone, this session is LWC Bootcamp. So now today's sessions we will discussing about decorator. So I already explained decorators, but now I explain again. So fully use of decorator upcoming videos and previous video we will discussing about uh, decorators, wire decorators. So let me again explain about the decorators, and then will we implement the upcoming sessions. We will be decorator added API, added track, and added wire. So let us start the video. Decorators decorator are often used in JavaScript to modify the behavior of a property or functions. Added API, added track, added wire. There are three types of decorators used in JavaScript. So let me talking about added API. Added API use the marks of fields of public. So previous sessions covered we covering the this decorators API. So I hope now we will again discuss on HTML markup can access the component public properties. You can use the public property. You can define the public property in the JavaScript. You can use the added API. Added API basically used to the component public properties. All public properties are received. Retractive means this framework observe the property for changes. When property changes value, then the framework react and render the components. Fields and properties are interchangeable terms. Fields, property. This line is very important, but don't be confused. So previous video I already explained added API in this practically used in JavaScript. So field and properties are interchangeable terms. And let's say one example, I give you example of added API. So you can see this import lightning element API. This is a functionality declare in the we are declare in the JavaScript use the functionality. This is a module. LWC is a module. In the module, under the module you can use the added API is a functionality, is a decorator. You any changes, you any write the code of public property use in added API, pass the message and record ID like as well as. So you can require this use of functionality API. So API message is a public property and value is a private property. So previous video I already explained what is the difference between public and private properties. Okay, so let me next one. Added track is a property decorator. Observe change to the property of an object or the elements of an array. Framework render the component when changes occur. Added wire. Previous video I already explained. I already told you. It's previous a way to get and behind data from Salesforce org. The wire service provision an immutable stream of data to the components. Each value in the stream is a newer version of the value that preceded. Object passed to a component are read only. Object passed to a component are read only. The muted the data a component should make a sole copy of the object it want to mute. Let's say one example, wire service syntax. Import Adapter id. Adapter id is a functionality, like as well as functionality import. If you want to any type of adapter, any type of record id, any type of get records, like as well as use of functionality to, you can import adapter id from adapter module. It means if you want to pass the get record and fields, like as so, from ui, like record id, record api, so you can use the module, adapter module. Added wire adapter id comma adapter configurations used, if you want to if you want to write the adapter id, fetch the adapter id, so you can use the adapter configurations. Property or function, adapter id identifier. Adapter id is a identifier, like the identifier of the wire adapter. Adapter module, adapter module, adapter module, like as well, adapter module, the identifier of the module that contain the wire adapter function in the format namespace slash module name, namespace slash module name. Adapter configuration, adapt, what is the adapter configurations? Adapter configurations means object. If you want to fetch, if you want to target the record id, so which type of using object, which type of using fields, like as well, I want to target, I want to fetch the data in the account object, so you can use the object. Adapter configurations means object, a configuration object specific to the wired adapter configuration object property. Value can be either a string or reference to the object and field imported from, like as well added slash schema, added slash schema, schema slash account slash contact. If you want to if you want to fetch the data of account in the name, account name, so if you want to fetch the data account name, you can use the wire adapter, adapter configurations added salesforce slash schema slash account dot name. Previous video, you can just jump on the previous video, you can see this, how to use the added salesforce schema dot account dot name. Property or functions, property or functions, what is property or functions? A property of functions, a private property of function that receive the stream of data from the wire service. If a property is decoded with added wire, added wire, the result are returned to the property data property or error property. If you declared in the javascript, you can use the error property, data property, like as well, you can use the added wire adapter, sorry, added wire decorator. If a function is decoded with added wire, the result are written in an object with a data property and error property. You can use, if you declare in the javascript data property and error property, you can use the added wire adapter. Okay, so let's say one example. Import lightning element address lightning element comma api comma wire from LWC. It means this is a declare in the javascript to use of functionality adapter, decorator api and wire from LWC. Import get record, it is the adapter id, it is the adapter id functional, adapter id functionality from module. Lightning is a lightning ui as a Salesforce, and record UI record API. It means it is a module. Use declare in the module. Okay, and just import account name field. I already explained previous video. You can just jump on the previous video. You can see this account name field. It is a declare in the fields. if you want to name if you want to fetch the data name fields, if you want to fetch font, if you want to fetch if you want to fetch facts, descriptions, address, pin code, like as well as from the accounts. So you can use the properly importing the account name fields from Salesforce schema account dot name. It is a declare in the account. It is a declare in the objects. Salesforce is a declare in the UI, and a at account dot name is a declare account object to account name fields, proper name, fetching the name. Okay, and export, it is already told you. So it is the it is the public property. Adred API record ID is a public property. Declare in the record ID. If you did public property means like if you LWC component using the record page, so particular records and particular ID publicly fetching the proper IDs, so you can use the public property. And the added wire get record ID dollar record ID fields account declare in the fields. If you want to fetch the data, you want to fetch the data, which type of fields, so you can use the declare in the JavaScript in the added via API. Get record is a declare in the functionality, and a record ID is a public property, and the added fields we are declaring the fields. Account is object and name is a fields, and record is a return. It is a return. It is returning. If you want to any return, so you can use record. And example 2, public with sharing class, contact controller, or enable catchable. It is a apex class. These all are, this example is a apex class. If you want to if you want to import data, if you want to connect with LWC to apex, so you can just name of class declare, name of class, name of method declare in the JavaScript. You can just call it the apex class. Like you can say, select account ID, account name first. It is a SOQL query, SOQL query, SOQL query. Account ID, IDs from name and phone, title, phones, email from the contact is a parent child SOQL, where account ID is as this is example of apex class. And you can see this is the name of class and this is the name of method. You can import get contact. I want to connect the account object with apex class, in declare in the apex class, and connect with the LWC. So you can just import get contact from Salesforce apex. I want connect with sales apex Salesforce apex, and this is a name of class, and dot this is a name of method declare in the JavaScript. I hope it is understand. And this is already told you, it is the apex reference apex refresh of apex from Salesforce apex. And just it is a public property, and wire is a declare in the JavaScript. How can use the apex class, and what was which type of data in the in the JavaScript. And next one is wire adapter. I already previous video, you can see this wire adapter. I want to see again. You can see this wire adapter. Import name fields and proper for I want just there are two type of passing the variable in the HTML codes, name and phone number. This is the properties. One is value, one is name, and second one is phone fields. So I'm just declare in the JavaScript. You can just import the name fields, import the font fields in the Salesforce schema. Account.name, account is an object name and name is a fields name, account name and font account object to font fields. I want to fetch the data. You can import it and just write the wire adapter get record, get it declare in this here. I'm just declaring this get record and record ID. Record ID is a public property, so we can use the record ID, dollar record ID, and fields. I'm declaring the name fields in the JavaScript, name fields and font fields. And we want again declare in this conditions like get name. If this is a ternary operator, we can use the ternary operator. If account name is you, this line is check the account name and get the fields value. Ternary operator, this line is this record dot data, this is check with, and condition is checked, and if true, so name is coming, name fields coming the data in this database, in the database. And just next line is check with the font fields. If true, so this data is coming. Okay, so import reference to fields, import reference the field. So we 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 are discussing about decorators. What is decorator, which type of decorator, how is, how to use decorator, why are using decorator, declare in the JavaScript, how the define in the JavaScript, HTML you can use, and in the JavaScript you can use the in JavaScript to use the decorators. If you want to any write of the code, any declare in this code, so you need to declare in this functionality API wire track. So you can see this aligns functions wire adapter constructor, legacy wire adapter constructor, configurations wire configurations value, property decorator. Import wire is a property decorator. You can use, see this API is also property decorator, public property decorator. And lightning elements base of the functionality component JavaScript class. You can use the, you can see this UI record API is a module module in module lightning slash UI record API, JavaScript API to create and update record. If you want to update, if you want to create, like as well, you can use the module of lightning UI. If you want to create, if you want to update any records to using the lightning web component, using the in the create the data in the database, so update in the database, so you can use the module of lightning UI API. If you want to connect with Apex, so just use the address Salesforce slash Apex slash class name dot method name, you declare in the JavaScript, so just connect with Apex. You can see this, it is a module, right? Module, if you not declare in the JavaScript module, so don't be fetch the data, don't be create, don't be connect with Apex. So you can just you can need you can require the declare in the JavaScript if you want to any changes, any implement, any actions, anything else. You can use the declare in the JavaScript module. Okay, so I hope this video is very helpful and very understanding of decorators. So I hope this video is very helpful for you. So upcoming sessions we will discussing about added track, how to use added track, how to use different type of decorator. So I also explain added API. Added API is a simply API is a public property. You can, if you defined, if you declare in the public property in JavaScript, so you can use the API, added API record ID, like a added API name, added API font. If you declare, if you want to any type of declarations define, you can use public property. If you want to public use the public property, you can use the record ID. So I hope, if you want, if you any doubt, any query, you just ask me in the comment box, so I will give you answer always. Okay, thank you so much.